exactly what I was afraid of. You can't find a true Garth Brooks song on YouTube. It's not going to happen. And I've been sitting here searching in other places. There's a million places. Look, and you can't get an original Garth Brooks song unless you really do some digging. And it's very hard for me to sit here and actually play them and listen to them and see if they're actually Garth Brooks while doing the shows. So that's the best I can do with it. And you will find, if you search YouTube and you read through the comments, a lot of them, people will say, you ain't going to find an original Garth Brooks. And I mean, what I mean by that is Garth Brooks actually singing the song, which is what I said at the beginning, because it's like impossible. Now, if somebody has Garth Brooks songs and would like to send, the file to me in an MP3 or any file, I can probably fix that problem. But if you have them and you could send me a couple, that would be awesome. We'd have some. And then they could track us down and send us all to prison. But that's okay. They are, the whole Garth Brooks thing, man, is just, they're not having that shit. That's what I said before. They're just not putting up with it. So you have to watch that shit. But, Zach, that's the best I could do, dude. And there's a million other people that sing covers of it, and they're all pretty good. Some are actually sound a little better than Garth at times, but, I'm not a big Garth Brooks fan. He had some great tunes, don't get me wrong. I just don't get into the people. I don't get into these artists that, are treated like Jesus or something, where people bow down to them and oh, they're the greatest ever, oh, Garth Brooks, that kind of thing. I can't stand people like that. Who do you fucking think you are, Make music, be nice, treat people with respect, and be happy. But I just don't get into that. And I think it was his whole attitude thing that I didn't like, I mean, he kind of acted like normal, down-to-earth kind of guy, but you could also see behind the scenes that he was I'm better than thou kind of guy. At least that's the impression I got. I may be wrong. I don't know him personally, but that's what I saw. So anyways, how you doing, wife? You all right over there?
Oh, I'm just simply divine, darling.
I'd love the look on that face.
I'm just wonderful.
Yeah, sure. Alrighty, so that is all done and said. Let's move along. We got so much shit to do. Lots of good music, things I want to moan about later on. Well, I got a good bitch. Not really. I just got to get it off my chest, I guess. Anyways, Yanki and the Brit, Friday night. Sean Elliott, Bedford County Outlaw.
Why stand among the sheep when you can run with the wolves? The Yanki and Brit Show.
Yanki and the Brit Country, Friday night. Almost said Saturday night. That's tomorrow night, damn it. We're still here after all these years. How are you, Samo? What's going on over there on the East Coast? Down at the bottom, where it's nice. It's friggin' been in the hundreds here. Has it been hot over that way? I haven't even looked to see what it was like over there or down there. I know you had some rain for a while. I don't know if that's still going on. I wish the hell we'd get some. Damn, I'm missing it. My little trees I planted, I'm putting the cunt back in country. I wonder where that thing is, man. I don't know what I did with that promo.
I think it's probably on the old Spreaker console.
No, I took as much of that stuff as I could off of there. I didn't want to lose it all.
Yeah, it's Saturday night. The Yankee and the Brit, putting the cunt back in country.
There it is. Sit, Ubu, damn it. I knew I had it somewhere. I think there's another one, too, like that. Boy, Samo, miss your voice, dude. You are the voice still of the Yankee and the Brit. So, there you go. Anyways, I now that the ISA, or ISA, I don't know how you pronounce it, ISSA, songwriter, singer, blah, 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 thing, the awards are over with. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone that voted for us for radio station, what was it, radio station of the year or something like that?
Something like that.
I don't remember exactly what it was. But, Donna and I weren't too concerned about it because we were pretty sure we knew who was going to win. And, as always, we were right, So, and it wasn't us, of course, and we knew that. I mean, if you follow along behind the scenes and see what people say and see what's going on, you figure it out. It doesn't take much. You don't have to be stupid to read whether you read between the lines or read the lines. We knew it was coming. But I want to thank you guys personally for voting for us. That was cool. Very good. But, like we've said before, really don't give a shit if they won or not. We knew they would, but we didn't care anyway. So we're not here for that kind of thing. We're just here because we got cool jams. People send us cool music, and you people are cool. So how much cooler could that be? Here's Jamie Meyer and Holy Ground to Me.
This is Jay Ricochet. You're listening to the best in independent country with the Yankee and the Brit.
Coonage, what's going on, man? Hi, Mr. Benny. How are you? Did you get an answer?
She says she has none. And then she said,
Okay, she said, is there any others that you would like? And I says, I don't think so. And then she says, okay, bye-bye. She put the phone down.
Did she hang up on you?
Yeah.
Yes! One for them all.
I always like to put the phone down on people because I'm rude like that. But anyway, what was it called? Chuck what? I didn't finish my answer.
Sam. Oh, yeah, by the way, it's
Chuck Mead, was it?
Yes, Chuck Mead.
Chuck Mead.
Chuck Mead, Gunmetal Gray.
Looks like a.
There's a harmonica
Benny.
dude. He's not quite the harpist, but he's all right. And
maybe you should put the link in for Benny.
at certain, well, okay. How about if we just play the damn thing again?
He won't see the dude, will he?
I'll give you the link here, Benny.
That's it.
It's a cool tune. I like it. There's Chuck Mead, Gunmetal Gray.
More from the side.
Cowboy up and grab your anus? Is that what he said?
That's exactly what he said. I tell you what, Carol.
Hello, Stevie. How are you, laddie?
Carol Durham's talking about dogs in the chat room, and
I know she was. I saw that from over here.
Hi, Al. How are you?
Alfred is pretty smart. He knocks at the door when he wants to wants to come in.
I'm a little more than that.
Yeah. He
Why don't you just let her talk?
He says yes and no. He nods and shakes his head when we ask him questions.
Well, how else am I supposed to communicate? Not like I can talk.
You're
a knob.
He's awesome. He's very, very clever.
Well,
Not that he acts it sometimes.
That's probably the nicest thing you've ever said about me.
That's the only thing she's ever said about you.
But he does have the American type face. Stevie, you might agree with me here.
I don't know if you noticed their long face.
These Americans have the longest faces ever.
Hey.
What?
I don't know if you realize this.
Just be nice when you say this.
Yeah, well, does she realize that I have an American face? Because I happen to be an American, unlike her with the long face that comes from over across the big water bottle over there,
I know, I get it. But just chill. I think she's just trying to make a point.
What, like her chin?
Yeah.
Apart from Benny, of course. I mean, Benny's got a round head. He's got a head like a football. Like Donna Joe. She's got a football head too.
Don't you talk about my Benny like that. What's the matter with you?
Will you just chill? Let Donna talk for a minute.
Yeah, but you're talking about dogs, and that involves me.
I get that.
Yeah, well, get this, Alfred. Benny has a dog called Kitty. I mean, how messed up is that?
What?
Exactly.
What are you trying to say?
Exactly. That is one.
Why don't you talk to Benny?
That is one confused puppy.
Well, let me just come over here. I gotta ask this guy now. Benny, what are you doing, dude? Are you trying to start a conspiracy?
A conspiracy? How about a conspiracy?
Whatever the hell you call it. What's he doing? Why would anybody in their right mind name a cat after a dog? No, a dog, a cat. Never mind. I'm going back over here. Thanks for listening.
What a knob.
Oh my gosh.
Love her, Stevie. Are you kidding? It goes beyond that. It took me 50-some friggin' years to find a dame like this one.
He did say Dame and not Dane.
I didn't think about it. I probably would have said Dane with a long face and everything.
Watch it over there, cowboy.
Sorry, dude.
Benny says it was named after Miss Kitty and Gunsmoke, Alfred.
Oh, well, hang on a minute. I'm coming back over here. Maybe we can make an exception for that. She was pretty hot.
Yeah, she was. A sharp-looking gal.
So you're now not thinking it's a conspiracy. I mean,
did you ever see the color
weird.
pictures of her, Al?
Oh, yeah. She's gorgeous, man. Love those great big dresses.
Her big what?
We're dressed. Don't even go there. Sorry.
Did you say hi to Carol?
I did earlier, but I don't know if you heard me.
We'll say it again.
Hi, Carol.
There. Now, go lay down and stay out of this.
Because you're making,
Okay, I'm going.
because you're making Stevie spit out his whiskey and he's going to get upset very soon.
I can still hear you over here.
She said Stevie. She didn't say anything about you.
I said, Alfred, go lie down because Stevie is going to spit out his whiskey if he laughs anymore and then he will be pissed off with us.
Hey, Donna.
Yes, dear.
Why don't you go lay down?
Oh, ow.
Ah,
Oh.
boy's got attitude
You know
today.
what? She feeds you occasionally. You might want to
I
not
give
bite
him,
the hand that feeds
I
you.
give him the little animal crackers and he absolutely loves them more than anything in the world. So, that being said, don't piss me off because I have them in that little special hidey place. What are you crunching?
Is it
over
crunching
there?
that? I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, that's probably so friggin' loud it's not funny.
He's holding a tissue over
I'm
his
trying to
face.
block the noise. I'm sorry. But I made me another one of my Elefante type ear thingies that I deep fry the pancake batter, you know. And do not add too much water to it. Let me tell you that. It turned into a big old pile of crusties, and it's, yikes.
That's probably all the crap from your undies. Crusty
Well, I'm going to
undies.
mix up some more, man. That's just what I need with my coffee, some sugar. It's good stuff. I'd love to have a cigarette right about now.
Cigarettes are bad for you. Hey, you've been cigarette free since the 23rd of November. That is very
Wow, how
cool.
long's it been then? What is this, 9 months?
No, not 9 months. Oh, it must be, yeah. Hold on. How long since...
I know our math over here is a little different than the British math,
23rd
but you know we don't like use
November.
other letters and things in it.
November 2018. So you have been smoke-free for 259 days.
Wow, and I feel great. I love it. I'm glad I quit, but I still like to have
Which
one
that
once in a while.
is...
Hey, it's Tammy Mascara. Say hi.
Yes, I saw her before. You wasn't paying attention. I said hello.
Well, of course they're the same. Did you think we were going to change? Did you think all of a sudden you would come back and we'd be like normal people or something?
Stevie says I made him choke.
Hey, and now that you're all here, I'll say it again because I said it earlier, but gee, look at me. I'm like you.
He's doing this little twinkly thing with
I
his
was over here like,
fingers
hey,
like
listen
what I
now.
do.
Now that you're here, let me say it again, too. I want to thank all you guys because now that the voting and all that nonsense is over for the ISSA votes, ISA, I don't know. Donna says ISA, I say tomatoes, she says
I say
tomato.
tomato.
Anyways, thanks for voting for us. You guys are great. But I do want to point out, as I did earlier, Brenda
With your
just
pointy chin.
ignore this because Brenda heard it already. She'll call me out on something if I don't get it right. So I love that girl. You messed up. Oh, I know it. Anyways, we knew who was going to win all that. We knew that, and we discussed it with some people outside of the show and things. We knew who was going to win. It was a given. I mean, you know, they're suck-ups. And we're not. We're not sucking up to anybody. I don't care who you are, how famous you are, or how much money you have, or any of that shit. We are just here. We enjoy your company. We love your company. We like the music we play. We love the music we get. We love the music you send. We meet people from all over the world, like those bloody Irishmen, you know. And the Scots and the Aussies, and oh my God, the list is endless. You know, das ist what comes from Germany. Das Deutsch, ja. And on and on. You guys are awesome. But, you know, as far as the voting thing, thank you very much for taking the time
We just
and trying
don't
to
do
vote
all
for
that
us.
voting bollocks. We never
But,
have.
yeah, we don't do it. And again, like I said, we knew who was going to win. We knew that long before the thing was even over with. Probably about 5 minutes after it started. You know, but that's how it works, you know. And we aren't just sucking up to anyone because it's just not going to happen. So, you know, thank you very much for doing that. And that's why I like it when Benny says something to the effect of,
Why stand among the sheep when you can run with the wolves? The Yankee and Brit Show.
and the wolves happen to be us, believe it or not, because I think we're better than them, but Most people don't. But that's beside the point. Hi.
Alfred's back over at the mic.
I know, I had to come back. I need to go out. Why? What's the problem? Drippage. Oh.
Have you got a drippy dick?
Do you need to go outside to pee, or do you want some water? Which one's it going to be today?
Oh, now the ears are twitching. What does that mean? What does twitching ears mean?
That means somebody come and do something for me.
He probably wants those animal
All
crackers. We shouldn't have even mentioned them.
So anyways, thanks for the voting and blah, blah, blah. And thank you, Tammy Mascara. And thank you, everybody else. And again, I have to say this because I don't know how many times I'm going to have to beat my head against the wall over this shit. But some people just don't understand. They don't listen. I don't know what this is, but, Donna put I don't know, what do you call that? A block on the Yankee and the Brit show page? I'll say it. I just want to get it off my chest, but did you, not a block, what do you have to approve anything?
Yeah, I just set it so I have to
Okay,
approve
she said she was going to do it so she could approve things. Well, people are so friggin' touchy about stupid shit like that they think it means them. They're automatically guilty, and they haven't even done anything. But here's the one thing that irritates us the most, and Donna will vouch for me. People that want to advertise other goddamn radio shows on our fucking show page. What the hell is the matter with you people? Really? I would never go to Black Sheep page and go on and say, hey, screw these guys, listen to the Yankee and the Brit. I wouldn't go on any local radio station page in, Facebook or whatever and post on there, hey, come listen to the Yankee Brit. I'm not a friggin' troll like that. And I don't know if it makes you a troll, but some people just don't seem to get it. Don't do that shit because you're going to get booted. Well, now we've had to block a couple people because I've said it like 80 friggin' times. And I get so sick and tired of repeating myself over and over and over, and especially when it's to the same damn people. Is your memory span that short? Is your memory nowhere near as long as your friggin' pecker is? Is your memory shorter than your clit? Come on, enough! So now, there's certain people got the boot because they ain't doing that shit no more. And the rest of you that want to post, I don't mean just you listening, but I'm just talking in general. Anybody who wants to post music and songs and stuff, just send it over. But we'll approve it. It probably won't even be questioned. If you send 4 or 5 at a time, probably not all are going to get through. That's not how we want it done.
Well, the one that was the radio show that was posted earlier today, they were posting that they were live at exactly the same time that we was live. I mean, how mindless is that?
Stevie says they just don't give a damn. I personally don't give a shit if they don't give a damn. I don't care how they feel about us. I don't care how they think about us. But you're not going to come on my goddamn show and put all this shit from other places on there. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. We don't want to be involved with it. We don't want anything to do with it. We want to play music. That's it. And it's our show. That's why we have a page called The Yankee and the Brit Show. Not The Yankee and the Brit Show and any other radio show that comes along. Because if you want to find something else, go out and find it yourself. I'm not going to tell you about it. That's just friggin' stupid. So, Jesus, I just get so sick of repeating myself over and over and over to the same bunch of fuzz nuts.
And the people that are mindlessly...
Thank you, Thomas, very much, buddy. We'll see you later on. I'll take care of the door tonight.
And the people that are mindlessly posting about other shows on our page, they never share us. We see the people out of this chat room, they always share us. But other than that, people don't share us, yet they'll happily share other radio stations post on our wall.
Yeah, and you can't say we're making that shit up or we don't know for a fact, because we do know for a fact, because we occasionally go to the other pages and look. We don't get anything out of it. And of course we've discussed this before, bitched about it before, pissed and moaned about it before. If he takes a bite out of my arm, I'm going to feed you to him.
It just bounced off my tit.
Those tits are always in the way. But anyways, it's just ridiculous that people do that kind of thing. So why? What does it do for you? It makes you look like an idiot to people that have brains. Now, people that don't have brains or those other radio stations, they don't give a shit. It's free advertisement for them. I don't want you putting my name on other pages, other radio pages. I don't want that. If I ever find that out, I'll friggin' come see you personally. But share our stuff on your page. Yes, that's the idea. That's what this socializing is. Hey, friends, you should listen to this. Not, hey, friends, screw those people, listen to these people. That ain't how it works. Not nice. No. So anyways, I just get so sick of stupid. It seems to be everywhere
And then there's the people that we think should be sharing some of the stuff on our radio page, and they don't. How often do you see Benny posting his music on our page? How often do you see Thomas posted his videos? And you guys are like loyal listeners. How often do you see Stevie posting his videos? And he comes to the show. And it's just like crazy. All these people could be posting, but they don't.
And you don't need to come to the show to post your music. No, that's not the point.
And then the people that have absolutely nothing to do with us, that have never, ever even said hello to us, go and post like 10 videos.
And then they leave.
And
they don't share our page. They don't tell people, hey, go here and listen to our music.
They don't reply to comments when people say, hey, your song's good. They don't reply. They just post the link in 20
Tommy
places.
Lee Moffat, how many times he says, thank you, guys, and he talks to us directly or mentions us personally, for playing his music. And, there's a few others that do that, too. But, and it's not like we're looking to get big heads or anything. That's not it. It's just the respect thing, Respect people. Be nice. If you're going to say things, say nice things. And just because you post your music here, like I was saying, it's not that you need to come to the show in order for us to play your music. That's not it. But at least, come and post a song or two and say, hey, to your listeners, your followers, your whatever, that, hey, you can hear my music on the Yankee and the Brit show, or you can hear my music on such and such a station. But, don't mess it all up and say you can hear my music on... And even if you say on the Yankee and the Brit show, and this station, in one of your posts to your friends or your followers or whatever, that's fine. But, you don't go on to an individual page and say, because basically, as far as I'm concerned, that's trolling, and you're saying, screw those people, listen to these people instead. That's just, that's just bullshit. No respect doesn't even come close. I think it's worse than that. Well, thank you, Stevie. That's the idea. We're just here to have fun. I don't know. We don't have any ads. Nobody pays us anything. We do get some money here and there, some donations. And we thank those people personally, in the background. It's nobody's business. Some people do donate. And we've had some nice donations. And, that helps keep the thing going. But we don't ask very often. Once in a while we say, hey, things are tight. Can we get, anybody wants to donate, please? And that's always the case, but, it's not like you see us walking around, every post on our pages is we need money, donate to this, donate to this. That's not the case, If it ever gets that friggin' bad, I'll just shut down before I go begging for money.
Hey, but on a good note, we got a new truck this week.
We did, and it's just wonderful. I'm telling you, it's changed our whole friggin' attitude about everything, really.
Randy's been without air conditioning in the truck for like 6 years, so it's been so nice to get some air conditioning.
I can't believe the difference I feel having, because we used to drive like friggin' 1,000 miles an hour in midday when the temperature's starting to butt up against 100 and some friggin' degrees to get home, to get out of the truck because it's so goddamn hot and it makes you tired. And I don't know about a lot of you people, but it makes me friggin' miserable. I can't stand to be in the heat like that. I just want to murder people. Literally. So it's been a godsend, really. The air conditioning, we went and did a sign install the other day now with this new truck, and I could get in and sit down when I got too hot. Because, heat stroke is not a good thing. And when you have blood pressure, high heat is not a good thing either for your blood pressure. So this thing is like friggin' a gift. And it's a nice-looking truck. Some of you have seen the pictures. It may be 9 years old, but it's beautiful inside. It was taken very well care of. It's clean, and I'm more than glad to pay the money for it. It's awesome.
It's absolutely gorgeous. And even inside, it's not rusty. The engine looks spotless. It's probably not like having a new truck, but it's very, very close.
Speaking of heat.
And it drives nice. We can actually have a conversation because the old truck, the engine was so loud that we could never hear each other.
When we were driving the other day, we missed the old truck. Donna says, I missed the old truck. And I said, okay, I'll fix that for you. And I went, and she felt like she was at home again.
And it's, and the best thing as well is the fuel consumption. We have.
Oh my God. Yes, Dan, it's a 2010, by the way.
That truck goes about, according to the mileometer thing, if that's what you call it. It's
an odometer.
Odometer. Odometer. Let's call it an odometer. The odometer. It goes for about 450 miles on a full tank. Now we used to have to fill up that truck about every half an hour. Number one, not to fill it up, but we could get at the most $20 in it because
the rear fuel tank didn't work.
The fuel would actually
siphon out of the front tank into the back tank because
and then out of the back tank and onto the floor.
Because the backflow valve in the rear tank, because the pump didn't work, stayed opened. So if I filled the front tank, all that fuel ran into the back, and guess what? It had so much pressure that it pushed it back up the fill tube and out through the lid. So, gallons would just go on the friggin' ground.
So we're actually saving a lot of money. And we've only had it since Monday, and we've already saved a lot of money on fuel. So the actually paying for the truck is actually going to be a lot easier than we anticipated because of all the fuel in it. That is other truck as well. It not only did we have to fill it up often, it guzzled fuel.
Oh my God! I love that big motor, that manly truck. But holy criminy, man, this is like... we did a little math and come to the conclusion that basically the money we save on fuel with this truck is going to make the truck payments for all intent and
it's
purpose.
Either going to be very close... Yeah, it's going to be close or, depending on how much work we get, of course.
It's a frigging gift. And if anybody did any praying, thank you. If you didn't, get lost. No, I'm just kidding.
Carol Durham says, what did you get?
Thank you, Tammy. It is a gorgeous truck. I love it. A 2010 F-150, the 4-door, the crew cab one. The only thing I, have to work around is the fact that it only has the 6-foot bed in it, or 5.5 foot. I'm not sure which one it is. But, I think that's just the most retarded thing. They've made all these trucks now in the last 10 years, starting pushing toward the family and the SUV kind of thing. But they wanted to keep the pickup truck style. So, men, if you will, can't buy one of these to take to the job site and really haul anything because you can't do anything unless you leave the tailgate down, which I find just retarded. You have to upgrade to a 250 if you want an 8-foot bed. For the most part, you can order a brand new Ford 150 with an 8-foot bed, but extra money when it used to be part of the truck. So, but anyways, it's crazy.
Yeah, it is. It's
Rusty
mental.
McVeigh.
And we
I like it.
And we had to make sure that we had 4 seats because of driving Randy's parents around.
Yeah, they're getting to the point Pop's going to have to quit driving.
Yeah, so we had to make a decision on that. We could have had the long bed that we wanted, but we wouldn't have had the 4 seats. So we had to sort of make that decision. But I think we've made the best decision. I mean, apart from marrying me, that's the best decision Randy's ever bought.
Well, Dan, that's my only moan, but I am just so thankful to have something with AC in it and clean and nice. It's changed my whole driving habit and everything almost instantly. So, be what it is, I will always call it a truck. Like you said, SUV with a 4-foot bed. Yeah, that's pretty much it, but... I've already come up with a plan to fix it so we can haul our 8-foot signs and poles and tools and, so it'll be all right. I'll make it work.
And no word of a lie, Randy took me to see the Christmas lights around here because I just love lights. And was we or was we not on Christmas Eve sat in pitch black? We broke down in the darkest part of a country road, and we broke down and we could not get the truck started, and it took probably about an hour for us to get the truck started. We were freezing cold, and ever since then we've been breaking down on most of our trucks. It took us like 4 hours just to get back from Dallas because we kept having to stop and fill up water wherever it was, and luckily luckily it had rained, but we were stopping in mud trying to fill up buckets to put in the truck because of
it crossed over from nickel and diming you to
Yeah.
death to it's time to go.
it just got
You
crazy.
know, and I didn't want to. I love that truck, and I like all the power it had and everything. But hey, you know, feast or famine, right? Where's Tammy up north? Did you have to have 4-wheel drive? I know when I lived up in Ohio, when I was born and raised there, and Brendan knows this. You live in Ohio in the wintertime, you ain't got 4-wheel drive, you might as well forget it. And the house I built when I lived up there was, about 800 feet back off the road. And that was the only way I could get to it in the wintertime was 4-wheel drive. Even if you plowed the driveway, it would just drift over. And it was crazy. Oh, you're in Maine? Yeah. You don't have to tell me about that. As beautiful as Maine is, man, I couldn't stand going up there in the winter. New Hampshire, Connect the Dot, all of those places. Jeez. But, anyways, crazy stuff.
I'll tell you what, one thing about dogs, we were talking about dogs earlier.
I got to tell you, Steve, that's one thing I love about that place is that friggin' green, man. That's what I loved about living in Tennessee. What a beautiful green. Oh, my God, I just love that. I'd love to go to Ireland just to see the green, and I know I got relatives over there somewhere. I'm an Irishman
It
myself.
is beautiful. It is
I
very
bet.
beautiful.
I would love to see it.
I was just talking about the dog earlier. When you have a Great Dane, when you have big dogs, like Stevie's got big dogs, but they're really energetic, and Great Danes, they're very lazy. So I sometimes deliberately throw one of these animal cookies in a random place, and instead of him getting up to get it, he will shuffle across the floor just to get this cookie, so that he doesn't have to get off his behind. So he was making me laugh earlier because it bounced off my tit and landed underneath the chair, and he shuffled across the floor to get this cookie.
Carol, if you look on
Cracker,
Donna's page,
sorry.
you'll see a picture of it there, or send her a
Yeah,
link or
I
something
will.
so she
I
can have a
will
look.
send
But
you a
I
picture.
love it, and Donna picked the color. Basically, I mean, we kind of just fell onto the thing actually, but it worked out great. Tammy, thanks for coming and hanging out, man. I would move out of Maine if I was you. I left Ohio because of the damn cold. There was enough of that shit. But of course, like now, we got a couple weeks of over 100 degrees. But you know what? I'll take that over muck and shuck and schmuck and snow and shit for friggin' 6 months out of the year. Oh, I'm all right with that. Anyways, we've been bitching and moaning and carrying on here for God knows how long. Let's do a tune. There's Whiskey Myers and Rolling Stone with the Yankee and the Brit on Friday night, dear.
Friday night.
You gotta be kidding me.
What the hell was that?
Friggin' horrendous.
Oh my God.
How long ago was that? Where's the date on here?
for this one.
That's wrap for this one.
2012.
Yes, that was recorded in October 2012.
That
That's how long I've known Randy, since April of 2000.
Donna was still in England. That was one of those phone put together things, and I didn't know shit about friggin' Audacity or anything. I don't even know if I used Audacity for that, did I?
I have no idea.
Oh my God.
That was when we were young and good looking.
Yeah, what happened? Especially to you.
Good question.
Look how long that face got.
Oh, behave!
I stuck the video on my Facebook page if you want to see some pictures of us from God knows when. Oh, you're such a friggin' retard. Oh my God. Anyways, we're almost done. About 7 minutes left, man. Time to get the hell out of Dodge. What are you selling over here now? Yeah, Tammy, the tin can thing. Yeah, well, like I said, we didn't have nothing back then. That was just, I don't even know. I fell for her friggin' smile. And then when I found out she likes music, and then she liked to sing, and I like to sing, and, wow. So
And we like to mess around, clown around.
it's taken how many? Oh, her sense of humor is what bought me. That was, when I found out what her sense of humor was like, and I've always loved the Brits anyways, but when I found out that she was really British and wasn't making it up and wasn't some hoe on the other side of the street trying to pick me up,
Oh, that's what you think.
I know. I
Just after some of that Yankee dick.
grabbed her up. Very cool. Awesome stuff, man. Anyways,
I remember
thank
writing
God
it.
for the internet. I got to say, thank God for the internet. You know, it took me 50 years, you know, and the internet came around really for the public in the early 90s. And ever since then, been looking for that she's the one, and she's had to be her of all friggin' people, but it worked anyways.
It's me.
That's the main thing, I guess.
I am she, and he is he.
Well, let's do one more here. William Clark Green, the creek don't rise, and we'll come back and say adios. Fred, you guys are just the rockinest of the rockin'. Holy shit, time blowed by here. Better get done here, hun. You got anything you want to add there, Brit? Anything you'd like to say? Something nice for a change, maybe?
Aww. Well, I was just saying in the chat room, I take it all back about our Great Dane. We've been saying such nice things about him tonight, and all he wants to do is cover me in dog hair and gloop.
All right. Was that him?
How can I say no to that face? Huh?
Was that him?
What?
That just squeaked.
No, I think it was my chair.
Oh, maybe. All right. Anyways, we got to hit the road, Joe. So
Hit the road.
say goodnight,
Jack.
Donna.
Don't you go
Say
back
goodnight,
no
Donna.